100 damage. And you're like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to do this. Now there's a chance.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But the DC's over 30.
Right, but if you roll a 20 on it, you automatically succeed.
The DC's over 30, you don't get to roll.
Yeah. To be warranted, a D20 test must have a target no less than 5 and no greater than 30.
Oh, snap. Where's that at?
That's right under D20 test on the previous page.
Okay, I did record the last little part for our crit discussion since it's appropriate to our playtesting stuff.
You have to get hit by 62 points of damage or more in one point to actually not be able to nat 20 it.
I will say, in terms of the crit roll, I actually like that the DMs don't get crit damage anymore, but I think they have to, like, if players are going to crit, anything a player rolls, it gets to double damage. It has to.
No,
Yeah, I can agree with that, but I just think it's too complicated. I think it should just be any attack.
Yeah.
And any damage on the attack, just like it has always been.
Yes, I think it should be the way it always has been, but I wouldn't be mad if they took it away from DMs.
They're targeting the 2-level paladin dip bard builds.
Oh, for the spiting bard build, yeah.
That's what they're targeting, and they're targeting the fact that all the melee guys take skill, expert, athletics, and then shove as their first attack, and then have advantage for the rest of their turn.
Okay. I mean, you can still do that if you have a decent a decent attack roll.
Sure. But now you got to hit them instead of it being a skill check against a monster that most likely is not trained in athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, that's fair.
But on the dice, like, it's also rogues are losing a ton, and that was kind of their thing. If you're building it up to 20.
Yeah, I mean that's their primary source of damage right there.
I mean, the crits aren't their primary source of damage because that's still situational.
Well, it is, but I have a 17th level rogue that crits 15% of the time.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. But as we on our heads for our critiques of our Roll20 crit rules, yay and nay and stuff, you have a choice all as a group, fully rested, took a kind of short rested, messing around with some new toys that you guys have received. You guys have a choice. You can try to make your way to the church, as per talking to Barast and everyone. Seek out the Radiant Church before heading to the brewery, or you all could just say, nah, let's just go to the brewery and let's just do it.
What was the option before the brewery? Sorry.
Heading to the Radiant Church, kind of investigating kind of on their end what's going on, because you're hearing the aristocracy's point of view that it's the church's fault for this plague. And so it would, you could talk to the church and find out more about this tonic that they're giving to people, this holy tonic. Boras recommended you guys getting one.
And this is the tonic that things aren't really getting better, but they're not getting worse.
Yes. Well, that's part of what the church is providing. It's supposed to deal with it, but it's kind of, it's like it's not. It's just kind of canceling everything out. So. So what do y'all want to do?
How far is the church from where we are?
It's still in the Ruby District. It's not too far from you guys, so.
I mean, I'm not much for religion, but maybe we should get the church's viewpoint before we go, any further.
Maybe they know something more about this plague.
It could be supernatural. That makes sense. I don't know much about plagues, so it all seems like magic to me.
It's a lot simpler when all you got is your work.
It's true. Okay, so it sounds like we're going to the church. First, we're going to church. As you all head to church, you gotta travel to the Ruby District, but we're just gonna, Madden is just gonna teach you all how to exactly cross the place and not rile the attention of any more of the denizens, the more monstrous denizens of the Ruby District. But as you all go forward, as I will take you to another map. The eerie silence and rotting stench of the Ruby District suddenly give way to the sound of cranking machinery in a cloud of choking coal dust. A monstrosity of riveted iron plates and columns is embedded into a cliff face with a platform controlled by gears and weighted chains. As Madden will step quickly onto the platform and begin prepping the controls, motioning for you all to join him.
Well, let's move forward.
Alright, well, the gates will swing shut, and a blast of acrid smoke fills the air as the platform lurches upward. The spectacular view of the city is spoiled only by the smell of oil and rust and the deafening clank of metal gears. Luckily, the ride is short and the gates open once more to reveal a broad courtyard filled with a line of sick and ragged people. And then as we flash to another map, you guys are in the south. Here, the line of ragged people. Well, there's only two lines, but there's. They stand in long lines under the imposing edifice of a magnificent cathedral, waiting to reach the priest distributing medicine from glass vials. At the front of each line, white-robed priests distribute chunks of bread or hold buckets of water in ladles as they walk the crowd, receiving tears of joy and whispered words of awe in return. A light shines in each person's eyes, either from fever or in the hope of their salvation. You guys are kind of noticing a theme with this place is this place should look wealthy, but it's way more run down than it actually is. It's like the gleaming white walls have turned dingy gray and dull. The priest's expensive robes are looking worse for wear. And the gut-churning ambient mood is right below the thin veneer of false hope. And as you all kind of take into kind of everything that's going on, a interesting robed individual come out, and people will start coming. And I do have a picture for you all to see what looks. You will hear the words Vicar, the Vicar Henry, and I will show it to you all.
Well, that guy looks creepy.
Is that a mask or?
Yeah, it's a mask.
mask. Because if that wasn't a mask with the crazy insect jowls, I'd be concerned.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, this is the good guy. But of course, in the map, I just used a generic person, kind of lord, kind of noblish figure as he kind of, talks to people and kind of greets. And then you will kind of actually talk to the people who kind of walk towards you all. You all, unlike the others, who seem, like they've seen, they haven't seen better days. You all look like you have. You all look, you stand out. Almost oozing hope. So strange. And then
Padre, wave down the Vicar.
He was like, yes, welcome. Oh, children, you have come at such an awful time. There is a plague about.
Yes, we've been told by some of the city folk that the plague may be originating here, but we wanted to get your story.
It is blasphemy, I tell you. I can think of one person, one group of people to blame. The Raywolds and the rest of the aristocracy. They have pursued alchemical efforts in a bid for power, resulting in these monsters roaming our district. They are heretics and parasites. They only take from the people, and they try to blame it on us. It is very cowardly. And yeah, you guys, if you like, can give me an insight check. All right, yeah, man. Okay, we got a floating crit paration. All right. Okay, Luna, you feel like, he's not, there's no lies detected, but like his kind of righteous, anger seems a little excessive. Something's kind of off.
Gotcha. Are we still psychically linked up?
Sure. Yeah. 5 hours. It's only been an hour, so I think you guys are fine. I would say, honestly, for this module, I doubt you guys will have a long rest, so you guys can have it on.
Okay, then I will psychically convey that to my friend.
Keep him talking, Dirk.
Okay, Padre. Well, it's funny that you said that you believe their alchemical experiments perhaps caused this, but they said perhaps you guys were up to some funny, mumbo-jumbo rituals out here that could have done it. What sort of proof or backing do you have that they might have done it?
We'll say, well, it is because they have all left. But of course, I'm sure they want all of these, these people to die out so they could bring, fresh new labor, or just wait for this plague to end. They only take. They will wait until, there's nothing left of us, and they will kind of come in. Maybe they'll even try to get rid of the church. This cannot be. And it's like,
Can we insight again, just in case?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. I'll say, Dirk. I will say he's not. nothing what he's saying, like, it makes sense. Like he feels what he's telling you is truthful. And, I mean, you also do know that, as the Lord Winwald kind of mentioned earlier, that all the nobility has left. He's one of the few that has stayed behind. So it's plausible. But, like, when you ask about proof, it doesn't really... You don't feel like maybe he has proof, per se. Just... Yeah, he doesn't have specific proof.
Thinking about it at this point.
Yeah.
Vicar, we understand you have a cure for these common folk.
Oh, yes. We don't have much, but we have some holy tonic. By imbibing this holy tonic, it cures, it helps cures your wounds, not only that you suffered from the hands of these fiends, but also any disease that comes from it.
And how did you develop this? How were you able to figure this all out to make a tonic?
He'll say, "Well, it is only by the grace of the Radiant Church, our holy devotion, to bring this courage, the healing properties of the city, Luhaja. It has been blessed by the gods, even through some of the rituals itself. We're able to cleanse it."
Good Vicar, we're making every effort to try and help the people of the city. Can we have a couple of those vials? Because you guys also.
He says, "Well, I can give you all." So he looks down and says, he will get out. He'll go to the priest. We'll just say this one. This totally. That's fine, legitimate. Yeah, they'll give you guys about a vial each.
Oh, thank you. Dirk will bow to the Vicar and the other priest.
He says, "Oh yes, please, if you have any, if you can find the source of this corruption, any news, bring it to the church, and we shall distribute it to the people who need it. Well, maybe some kind of if there is some kind of additional remedy or medicines you can find to this, or maybe a cure to this plague."
Where would you think we should search first?
I have heard there are some abandoned buildings. I believe Borast, a hunter, a local hunter, was searching. I think there were some warehouses. There was one by one of Lord Reynolds' old warehouses that. I feel like that should be it. That might be a good place for you all to start looking. I can give you directions, even.
Sure, that would be quite helpful.
Yeah, very helpful.
Yeah, he'll give you some directions. And he'll say, "Oh, but I..." Oh, and then you see too, the priest calls out, Vicar, they calls out to you. He's like, "Oh, I must go, but, good luck in your search." And then we'll kind of disperse away, and then he will go back inside the magnificent church. You guys can go ahead and give me an insight check. Okay, Luna. I'll just say, because of your everything going on, these directions that he gave you is in a completely opposite direction, like away from the brewery.
But he was giving us directions to the brewery, right?
No, he was the Vicar gave you directions to a warehouse by Lord Renhold, the guy who hired you, to check out first, but it is in a completely different direction than like the brewery that Barras told you that he found a source of it.
Gotcha. So we have like conflicting information.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave us vials of their what's it called?
Their holy tonic.
And this is the tonic that doesn't seem to be fixing it, but holding it at bay.
Yes.
When I'm not in front of him, can I examine the tonic a little more closely?
Sure. Go ahead. Give me a nature check.
I was about to say inspiration.
Sure. No, you're fine. You get it so much, I'm okay with using it as a...
Plus, we have that floater inspiration.
Yeah, I got floatpiration. Yeah, so...
my floatpiration on that.
Yeah, the floatpiration. Okay, so... You kind of look around. You start looking at it. I will say with a 19, looking at the tonic, it seems to be, if you didn't know any better, it's kind of like it's like two different potions, alchemical potions. It feels like a superior potion of healing a little bit, looking at kind of the thickness of it, and it's also what's that potion that can get rid of diseases?
Vitality?
Yeah, kind of like it's like it can do both, but as you kind of, just as a random, you kind of have it kind of look up, and hard to place it, but the way it's sort of, you can see little how it bubbles and bubbles. It kind of coincides, like if you look up to the moon above. Like some of the bubbles have like instead of just like a little bubble, it's kind of like a shape of a moon a little bit.
And the moon is on fire, right?
Yeah, it's that, kind of red hue moon that if you look at it sometimes it looks like it's fire, but,
Seems like a bad sign. I will psychically relay that to my friends.
Yeah.
I just assumed that was normal.
Yeah, it seems that, but you can kind of, it does both a potion of vitality and essentially a superior potion at one. So it's the 8d4 plus 8 hit points if you drink it. So, something to think about if things get bad.
And it might make us crazy if we drink it.
Maybe.
Okay, so guys, who seems more untrustworthy? The Padre over there or the Lord who hired us?
They both suck, but I trust the vicar less.
Why would the dwarf lie to us?
Barras? No, you feel like Barras was telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean, he looked hurt. He didn't seem like he was hiding anything.
Yeah. Yeah, Barras got his ass handed to him, so, yeah.
Maybe we check out the brewery and then that other warehouse on the way back?
Mm-hmm. That's a great plan.
Makes sense to me.
Okay. So, with the brewery approach, and with, memorizing your directions from Madden, which he's in the background, he'll show you he can show you all how to get to the brewery. As you take the elevator down, you make your way toward this abandoned brewery. Each step through the Ruby District is worse than the last, but eventually, the devastation becomes overwhelming. The very air feels on fire and is cooking the many corpses littering the streets. Some have burst open from the heat, releasing a putrid stench into the air. Oh, Flapjack, you are no longer, at this point, you are definitely no longer have that smell. The unnatural smell. So,
Back to the good old earthy.
yeah, back to the earthy smells.
But that was just the smell of hope oozing from your pores.
No, that hope was rotten. But, it smells like normal. But anyways, releasing a putrid stench in the air, the few living souls that can be seen are woefully frail in tattered clothing, barely covering skin so dry that it audibly cracks with every movement they make. Their eyes are empty voids with any shred of consciousness long gone. And after what feels like hours of skulking through sullied streets to avoiding the roaming beasts, the abandoned brewery comes into sight. A cluster of slumped over beasts lay in the courtyard leading to the front door, and it's unclear if they're dead or alive. An ear-splitting screech gives away a flock of corrupted raven creatures on the roof. Madden coughs quietly before nodding, and he gives the thieves' cant of he's going to peace out, and disappears into the shadows.
Give him the peace out sign back.
So, as you guys can, you can just kick open the front door. You can, try to be sneaky. How do you want to do it? I think now's a great time to use some parations.
Yeah.
Let's be sneaky.
I'll use my inspiration on the stealth.
As will I.
I will do that too to get a straight roll.
Sure, why not?
Oh!
And I guess that's a crit.
Nice.
Guess I can't roll 1, so that's a 26.
Ooh. All right. Actually, we as a group, yes, you can actually, do this. Yeah, sneak. Yeah, at least more than half of you are the required DC 17 group stealth check.
So, who's getting the inspiration back?
Well, I used mine, so I was just going to take it back.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
All right, so I will move you into the area, and guys are here. Kind of actually. Okay, trying to look at where you're at. The lighting here, it's dark in the descriptions. There is a dim light seen through the gears. Okay, as we look more about this area, this is a decrepit building. It's crumbling. Much of the wood is weak and rotten. Plaster walls are cracked and covered in mold. Most of the open floor shows exposed gears used to operate the mill. Those gears still look like they can do some damage if you get caught in them. There's like from the cracks in the roof, there is some moonlight, but there is a light that can be seen kind of going kind of south of the gears. And what you also find are in this area our containers. We'll just say they're kind of a little right around here. The liquid in these containers, even as you guys are kind of entering and kind of moving around, they are highly toxic. It just smells terrible. But there's they look like, the boxes, like the crates look the containers look relatively new.
That certainly looks out of place.
And let's see.
So it looks like we have to jump over that.
Yeah, I would say as a group, you can give me like I don't know, however you all want to try to quietly try to move about. See.
Oh, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try and quietly jump over here.
You can, yeah. There are still some bodies around here. Not really sure if they're alive or dead, but you know, kind of also like maybe not.
Would you like me to go first there, cuz?
Yeah.
All right. Clyde will nimbly work his way down there.
All right, go ahead. Let's do an acrobatics.
Oh, 1 second. Let me look at my ability.
Okay.
Did I fail?
Yes.
All right. I am going to do some psionic crap.
Oh, that's right. Sonic skill. That's right.
Does a 13 pass?
I will say yes.
Ooh, yeah. See, I'm looking good using the power of my mind.
Oh, and then while you all are there, as you're kind of moving around, Clyde, around the spinning mechanism, it just oscillates back and forth with a sickening crunking or crunching sound with each twist. There are waves of rancid odor coming from what looks like a clear liquid mixed with an off-white powder. Clyde, please give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, you're good. You're good. You can kind of tell people to kind of don't look at it.
I will psionically inform them of the dangers. And we'll toss a rope up or down or wherever I'm at.
Sure.
Easier for those to come up.
Yeah, you can cross it. Also, yeah, you guys can have advantage. Athletics or acrobatics. Try to go through. You can tell in this little crunching, the substance resembles that Radiant Church's holy tonic, but the smell and consistency are different.
The mystery deepens.
Are the little moons in this tonic?
Well, it's not completely, but it still has that powdery substance, but it's also it has like that acrid kind of poisonous toxic smell wafting from it too. So if it is your thing, maybe it's not finished yet. If it is the holy tonic, but it's very suspicious, very sus.
Dirk will join Clyde.
All right, yeah. You guys can easily move through.
Do I also need to make a wisdom saving throw?
No. I'll say because Clyde Versant will kind of instruct you all essentially. Don't look at it.
Nope.
Ooh, you know what? Okay. Flapjack, can you, well, so, as you go and you slip, as you fall into some of the gears, you fall to one of the cogs, kind of makes, a noise, and you take... 8 points of bludgeoning damage as some of the gears from the mixing kind of starts, crushing, pressing into you. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
All right.
Okay, you're able to kind of move out of it. But I will say, because of the noise, some of the bodies that are
Could I
slumped.
have tried? Could I have like made a dexterity saving throw to try and like reduce the damage by tossing a hand axe down into it to kind of maybe try and jam the gears? It's sort of like before I hit the gears, kind of like just try to jam them by throwing something into them.
So, okay. Well, it'll verse like this. One, you can throw your axe to jam it. It'll make more noise, but can allow that. Or you could just kind of use your body to sort of push it off.
My body.
Okay. All right.
And I'm over here.
All right. Yep. Take a little damage. But you see one of the bodies get up, and from the gear, and then this other body kind of starts getting up. Well, let's do it like this. As they're starting to wake, as they're trying to move up, you guys do have some options. You can try to, so you can either kind of, we could just try to do combat as normal, but we're going to do more, make more noise, or some way to distract them.
Trying to shove them into the gears.
That
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and give me a attack roll. Yeah, give me an arm strike.
Okay.
I can't do athletics anymore.
I'm gonna use a javelin because I don't have it on my sheet.
Okay.
23.
23. I guess you can push somebody, right? You don't have to grab.
Push 5 feet.
Okay, yeah, you can push one of the bodies into the gear. Let me get to the token. As the body kind of moves and falls, you just hear this horrific crunching noises. Key and George, one of the body, and Luna, one of the bodies, kind of slumped over here, starts to move.
And we're trying to distract it somehow.
Distracted, or I guess you could throw it into the gears. That could work too.
I mean, I guess that would probably be a better option for me. All right, what do I have to roll?
Let's do an attack roll.
All right, I'll just do the unarmed strike as an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's 10.
New, and then I'll say George and Luna, you have an action. Try to do something to kind of do a distraction or something.
Point of order, where am I on the map? I rolled the
Okay.
check and I don't know if I moved before.
Yeah.
I like where my token is, but
Oh, what do you need to know? I'm sorry.
well, I rolled the check up above when everyone was rolling to go through. Am I through to the other room? I just didn't move my token.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you checked, you got acrobatics. Oh, yeah, you are on the other. You can be on the other side. Sorry. Yeah. And Key, did George you roll as well or no?
I had not.
Oh, okay.
That had been right in Flapjack.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, I guess while Key's trying to grapple that one, I'll just try to run across and get away because that's what he would do.
Okay, yeah. That's a great idea.
Am I even proficient in this? I am. I know it won't help, but I almost certainly would have caught up on my patron. with my talisman, but then I probably would have fallen right in.
Oh no. Okay. As you sort of stumble and
Wait a second. We had the rope across, so he had advantage on that.
okay. Then you're okay.
And I didn't have to use my talisman.
Yeah. Well, as rewind, you feel like you're, in another multiverse, your other self would have fell down and probably got mangled in the gears.
Stabbed through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can make it through. Okay. You know what? Let's. All right. Let's. As a group, are you guys gonna try to just kind of just say Evan and Georg just try to get to the next area, or?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay. You know what? Just everybody give me a get out of here. So acrobatics, athletics.
I'll use my inspiration for this one.
Well,
And that time I will use my talisman.
I did not
Okay.
have advantage, so I got a 9.
I'm gonna use my inspiration too.
Okay. Okay. So you know what? This will, work a little more as you guys are sort of at this point. You guys just kind of start running. You see more. You hear more of the flaps on the roof of the more those corviate, those raven kenkus kind of flapping down. But you see some of the more people start. Some of the bodies start moving more. But you see this glimmer of light through the gears below and hear a distant noise like the sound of rushing water. And as this distant noise grows louder, it no longer sounds like water. Now it chitters and skitters across your ears, filling them with a cacophony of screeching noise. Then the darkness below starts to pulse as embers swell and spark, illuminating a chamber beneath the cogs with a sinister light. A presence drapes itself over you, pulling you down towards the light, calling out to come down below for just a moment before the pressure disappears and the light fades into a faint pulse. Okay, and that actually... Navigating the machine to the layer. It's 14. Okay. Alright. And actually, you guys did have to navigate to the layer. So actually, that is perfect. The DCs are not kind, though. So Flapjack, George, and Luna. As you're trying to move it around, there are... as you guys are getting caught up in some of the cogs and the gears, you guys don't make at least a 14 on your check, you will take coming down 10 points of damage. So yeah, there's actually a thing about climbing down. Okay, won't do the second one. All right. As you kind. Oh, go ahead,
we
sir.
have a chance to drink a potion.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys will have as the gears, as some of the other try to follow you, they start getting grinding and snapping. So there's a lot of horrific noises. So I will give you guys like 18 seconds to potion each other, to potion up.
How many potions?
So you each have the Holy Tonic, so that's one. You got 2 potions of healing from the Lord Renwald earlier as gifts.
Flapjack bought 2 graders and 1 regular.
Yes, and then I think some of you guys bought potions yourselves.
Can I take one of the potions that we got from what's his face? I don't want to drink the Creepy Moon potion.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah.
Anyone mind if I drink one of our 2 party potions?
Yeah.
So that 10 damage was for everyone?
10 if you got less than 14.
Okay.
So escaping with, doing the gears and whatnot from the last one is the check. I guess I had to do multiple checks, but we're just going to do one check, and because this will be interesting.
I might as well do that.
Yeah. Oh, Tremor Sense. You...
I get Tremor Sense out to 60 feet for 10 minutes.
Okay. You can feel movement here.
Okay, I was like, there's something in that pile over there and over here.
Yes.
I think that to my party.
And as you guys can kind of move in, and I'll actually just kind of have you guys kind of ready, but here, I'll say about here. Okay, as you make your way past the machinery, you find yourselves engulfed in an abominable stench, unlike any you've ever experienced. Walls smeared with blood, crushed bones, and decaying bodies scattered across the floor. What looked like a mass of embers from above was the floating head of a large disfigured creature with ashen skin and a melted wax-covered face. Behind it hangs a crucifix attached to the walls with thick iron chains supporting the dripping husk of a nightmarish entity of flesh and blood. Just looking at the remains makes the world spin and dance. The burning figure stands below the bleeding husk, letting each crimson stream drop slowly down onto him. The being turns its eyeless gaze upon you with a piercing stare you can almost physically feel. A melodious voice rings out and echoes across the cavern. "You've come so far," it says. "It is surprising you're not lost yourself yet to the intoxicating lust. No matter, it all ends the same." And with those final words, the being draws weapons out of the shadows with a maniacal laugh and echoes through the chamber as I reveal this, and I have a little handout for you guys to see. This very cool looking monster and totally a flake.
That's creepy.
Yeah, definitely a bad guy.
I hate it.
Yeah, just kind of chilling there. And yeah, let's roll for initiative. It is worse than Flapjack. All right. And I will use this. Well, I guess for Dispel Jammer, the was it the thing of horrors or something? I just used that because this thing has a layer actions, and it's gonna. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, why is it? Okay, Luna, I put you to 21 because it just makes it easier. Okay.
Wait, I'm not sure if I'm in there yet.
Okay, no, I'm still doing initiative for other stuff.
Who had the alert feat?
Oh, I did. As in,
Where you're at 14, you want to trade?
oh, sure.
Okay, give Dirk 21 and give me 14.
That's gonna be annoying online.
That's gonna be annoying for what?
Online.
Online and person, it's gonna be annoying.
Yeah.
Yay for annoying online.
Why do
No-
you guys think it'll be annoying online just because you have to manually change it?
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Okay, so I put layer actions as legendary actions. So, just to make it easier on the thing. So, the Scorched Adjudicator does not have legendary actions. I just put the layer actions in one. So, alright, is everybody in an updated? George, okay. Okay, it looks like... Actually, hold on, before we do that, you know, because you spotted earlier, you know, they're going to be kind of crawling out. Yes, these ones. Funny enough, if we fight them more, they have pack tactic. They seem to enjoy working as a pack when they can. So, you know, if only I could do alert feat for them. Okay. Anyways, Clyde.
All right. Well, that sounds really creepy, and so Clyde is going to attempt to hide himself.
Okay. That's pretty sneaky.
He will pop out, and he will see that creepy-looking dude with candle heads, and he will call forth a psychic blade and toss it in his general direction.
Okay, give a toss in the general direction. That'll hit. 15's a hit.
Ooh, and I had advantage, so here comes some sneak attacky. So for 17, and then I will come back and I will whisper to Luna, that guy looks really creepy, but I hit him in the face and end my turn.
Which guy did you hit in the face?
This one. Candlehead, yeah.
Should I also hit him in the face?
I mean, sure. Or not. I mean, you can. You know, you can try to make peace. I don't know.
Nice people shouldn't have candles on their.
Or they should have eyes too. And then you're just gonna double move. Oh, no, come on. Okay. Just running around. Dirk.
Dirk will begin to strum his lute, and he's gonna fairy fire these two gents right up here.
Sounds good. All right, some dex saves. Okay. You know, say what's your fairy fire?
Green.
Green. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
I think we're good right now. I'm gonna. Actually, I'll just hold position there, and I'm done, sir.
The layer actions. Oh, Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll do this one. Adjudicator will siphon energy from, and he will do some. You see the psychic wounds start to heal. Actually, really quick. Fire. Okay, it's just resistances. Okay. So. Okay, -1. Okay. And yeah. The other one, well, will come in. There's a Flapjack right there. You know, looks like ready to get clawed. As a pack, they work together and try to claw the face. So a 23 on Flapjack.
Isn't that the first guy? So wouldn't it be a straight roll for 9?
Wait, why would it be a straight roll?
Because he was viciously mocked.
He was viciously mocked? Man. Oh, you viciously mocked him?
Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Shut down. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I thought you fairy fired.
Yeah, my bad.
No, my can give a bonus. Vicious mockery, it's all good, man. Okay, so you psych it out for a second. You gaslight it into thinking you have disadvantage, but remembers no, and just a slash of 9 across Flapjack. That's turn. Luna.
Oh, that's my character. Hang on. I forgot what my name was. I was going to bless people that look like they're good at hitting people in the face.
Yeah.
That would be Clyde and Flapjack. I think who else hits people in the face?
Ken. Key.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Key, Clyde, and Flapjack take a hashtag blessed. And I'm just gonna back up a little bit.
Yeah, hashtag blast.
End of turn.
Flap of the Jack.
Alright, bonus second rage. And then I'm going to attack the fairy fired one, not recklessly. But with advantage anyway.
Solid hit. Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
Key.
Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright. I will flank them, get around, and try to bonk this guy in the back of the head.
Okay.
He's hard, so advantage.
Okay.
13.
Yes. Yes, they are. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, using that axe.
Yep. And I will. God, the description is so ridiculous. I will take the pommel and move it up and down on the shaft and use my bonus action to do an arcane eruption. So give me a DC 13 con save or take 6 radiant damage.
Okay, well, how did you finish up? Well, no more pack tactics, but that one, okay, con on that guy. No, he toughs it out.
Alright. Yeah, but I basically, did my whole, jump up and bring the axe blade, straight down and helm smasher him.
Nice.
And a turn.
Alright, his turn. Okay. Oh, the bad things. Okay. You know what? It's going to... Okay, and... Let's see. You guys will, just feel this this emotion of laughter coming from just kind of affecting you all.
I'm sorry, guys. Thought this was a private network.
All right, that's a thing, and then it can do stuff. Okay, fine. Let's see. It's disadvantage, but I'll try to do it. Let's see. 30 feet, so... Oh, I gotta move them. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, you know what? You will see the Scorch toss a hand axe at Key. It's multi-attack, so throws a hand axe at Key. 23. I believe that's going to hit. 10 slashing, and he will bamf within 5 feet of you. And then, Clyde, you're not hidden, right?
No.
It's gonna try to 5, 10. It's gonna throw a hand axe at you, but oh, that's a miss. So you lucked out. And then end of turn. George.
George considers running back, but remembers there's a whole bunch of dead bodies behind and a machine that will kill him. So he'll grasp his talisman. He'll try to get that fallen Yarnian. Is that one injured at all by?
No, unfortunately, no.
So I will try to toll the dead.
Okay, that is wisdom. No, not advantage. It is normal. No more pack tactics. Okay, 8. All right. All right, cool. Clyde.
All right. Well, Clyde is going to see that creepy creature, and let's try to deal with these things one at a time. Clyde is going to use his inspiration and throw a psychic dagger at the little guy.
There's a little guy right there.
Wow.
You know what? That'll still hit. A 12 will hit.
I guess a 12 hits. Let's get some sneak attack on that for 19 as I get boxcars on that sneak.
Damn. Nice.
And then bonus action, we'll give a little flick of the wrist. 22 is going to hit.
Oh, yeah.
But take a minimum 5.
You know, so freaking close. Still fighting.
All right. Well, that is, I did the best I could do. And let's see. We'll go ahead and say, I got him really good, Luna. I'm coming back here for a minute, though. End of turn.
Okay. All right. Fallen. This guy will try to claw at Key because you're there, and it's got pack tactics, so we'll have advantage to claw on Key. 15.
Misses barely.
Oof. Okay. Oh, does anything happen with the Ancestral Guardians, Flapjack?
That was the previous creature.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, that's its turn. Dirk.
Okay. Bonus action. I will turn towards this guy, the Adjudicator, Mr. Crazy Helmed guy. and say to him, hopefully my words will unsettle you as much as your face unsettles me.
Ooh, okay.
Next saving throw, he has a -6.
Oh, okay. That is very unsettling.
And then I will attempt to hold person on him.
Oh, yeah. His is not humanoid. He's an aberration. I don't know if that'll certainly change for Key as you start notice as your blade kind of seems to inch at this thing, but it isn't.
Then he's not a valid target for this spell.
No.
Okay.
Oh well, yeah, no, but this no, actually, that's a monstrosity. Okay, so yeah, no humanoids here, except you all.
Okay, so then, how about we try this one instead?
Yes. Okay, are you gonna blind or deafen?
Well, you were saying he doesn't have eyes,
Yes, he does not have eyes.
so let's deafen. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's. You know what? That will work. Deafen.
You know what, though? Maybe. I mean, if he doesn't have eyes, you know what? I will leave that because that's the next saving throw he makes before my next turn. So if any of my companions, let's see. You know what? I don't really have anything I really like here. Well, let me go ahead and fairy fire the both of them again.
Okay, all right, that's on. Okay.
So he's D13. He has a -6 to save. Then the other guy's got whatever.
Okay. Okay. So Dex. He does have a Dex. Okay. So minus. All right. I'll just roll it and then minus. Nope. Don't matter. That's greened up. And that guy. No, not. You know what? This one will not get fairy fire, no matter what you do.
I know he's determined. I'm gonna go ahead and retreat, and I am done, sir.
Okay, all right. And the lair actions gets to go. Okay. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna go oof. I need wisdom saving throws. A wave of everything he can see. So that's at least gonna be Key, Flapjack.
Is there still a floating inspiration?
Let's say yes.
Alright, I'll use that then.
Actually, I will say yeah. I will just say Key and Flapjack because I think everyone else turned a corner, so we can't see you right now. Okay, and you guys are all right. Whew. Okay, Luna.
All right. Who could use healing? Anybody?
Maybe Flapjack.
Tis but a scratch.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing that as well. Instead, I will pop out and toll the dead. This one that you guys have all surround.
Okay. All right. Well, he only has a hit point left, so wisdom save. It survives. It lives another day.
And what the hell? I'll throw a healing word at Flapjack.
Sweet. Roll that beautiful healing on Flapjack. So,
re-roll it.
So, Luna.
Yeah, you got the healer feat. You can re-roll your healing.
Yeah, you should totally. Yeah, that's awesome.
It does 9 instead. Oh no, what are you going to tell me?
Snuff out the light. Uh-oh. Bamf.
Now.
It's annoying.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. And then, like, yeah, you just kind of bamfs, turns next to you, and makes a hand axe with advantage against Luna. Okay, 17.
Will miss.
Ooh, close. Yeah.
I don't like having it this close.
Oh no, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Like I say,
What?
props. It is a cool FU ability. I love it. Okay, Flapjack.
Provoking.
Yeah, you know what? He'll hasn't got much left going on. Got that 1 hit point. No, he'll just clutch him.
And he misses. I'm going to recklessly. Actually, no, he's very fired, so I'm just going to attack him normally. 21 to hit for 10.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
All right. Key.
All right, I will try to hit him with the battle axe.
That's a. How do you destroy this one?
I will just do like a horizontal slash, aim for the head, and get his neck into that. And since he's an aberration, do an extra little bit of damage.
Actually, that one's a monstrosity, but it doesn't matter because he did.
Okay.
But the eyeless teleporting one is certainly aberrant. So yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, I can get to there. I will bonus. I will burn another key and flurry for 2 unarmed strike.
Okay. Both hit.
That's it. End of turn.
Okay, cool. His turn. You know what? Okay. Yeah, it will do this. Okay, so the wording is weird, but you know what? He will provoke from all 3. So,
He is also marked by me on this one now.
Sweet. Alright, so that's 16.
More advantaged.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is weird. So bear with me. This I don't understand. Does Luna and Key want to attack?
Or technically only Key, because Luna's still within 5 feet.
Oh, Luna's still within 5 feet? Okay. Oh, so Key. Alright, I will...
I think Tommy stepped away.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so it's gonna do this. An Inferno. Flames pour from the wings. Each creature between 10 and 40 feet must give a dexterity saving throw. So I have to get like a ruler and like
Everybody but Luna.
yeah.
Okay, did you want to take an op attack on the guy when he steps away from you?
Yes. Okay. Yep.
Wait, everybody with between 10 and 40.
Yeah, 10 and 40. So it's like it's Clyde, Key, Flapjack, and I have to get the ruler. Where's my ruler? Where did?
Nice crit, Key.
Ooh, dang. Whoosh.
The aberration, right?
He is the aberration. So yes, all the dice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll just say all the dice. Just do all the dice.
It's everybody but Luna.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration for deck save. Oh, didn't help. Oh, wait, I'm a halfling. Lucky.
Do I need to make a save right now?
No, I think you're the only one that's fine. It's a weirdly worded ability. It's between 10 and 40 feet. So since you're in the eye of the storm, you're fine.
Cool.
Thank goodness for boss.
And you know that's a turn. It's a recharge, but okay. That hurt, but okay. George.
Not like that one bit. Wishes he could be more helpful than just having a light hammer. But he will toll the dead.
Alrighty.
Our nasty friend. And he shook.
No, 4. Okay, so 2. Actually, he doesn't take as much. There is some resistance to the necrotic energy it has.
I am moving so where he cannot see me. Cowering. Not hiding, cowering. And that'll be the end of my turn.
At 19
Cool.
was my concentration check for the fairy fire.
Okay, cool. Cool.
All right. Yeah, that sucked. I don't know if you guys can see my health because it hasn't updated.
Yeah, you're not looking too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would be. You know, you could use some healing. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. So we'll go ahead, but he's glowing, so I will generate 2 blades and toss the first one. 19's gonna hit.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm gonna hold off on the sneak attack.
Okay.
And then second, I will do it. No crit.
It's all
What
right.
was I holding it for? It doesn't matter. There you go. Consistency over time is a predictor of future performance.
Not doing well. Not doing well at all.
And
Bleed.
then I'm like, hey, let's go see what's going on back here. What's going on, George? What's happening back here? Oh, actually, you know what? I'm a halfling. I'm gonna roll one more d20 and see if I got a crit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I did
No.
not. So
No.
everything happened the way it happened.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the end of my turn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it is all good, Dirk. Yeah.
I'll glance back at my buddy Clyde. Oh, cuz you're looking worse. Like, actually, you look how I feel.
Yes.
Word for 5.
Bimp. Did
Stop! Make it stop!
did I mention that he gave this creature reactive ability? Yeah, no, this is literally the bane of any tier 1. Bring this sounds like, oh my god. Yeah, that a 19 on Dirk for 11 slashing.
Made it.
Okay.
Does that mean the healing doesn't work then?
It works. He just bamps next to you and hits you. Yeah.
When you read it, it says that on a hit, the spell fails and has no effect.
Yep.
Oh, it fails. It has no effect. Oh, never mind. Oh, because I missed you. I missed you. Oh yeah, that's. Oh, you see that the energies just disperse. You know.
So good, I got this.
This is
That's so mean.
I you know what, I love it. This is awesome.
Dirk, you still have an action.
Dirk.
You still have an action.
Yeah.
Kill it with fire.
I am just gonna stab him as best I can
Give a good stabbing.
with advantage.
Oh no, you did the halfling. You rolled a halfling one.
Yes, for shame, for shame.
You know what? Okay. You know what? Let's do an oof for instead of him regaining hit points. You know what? Clyde, why don't you roll me a d20? And just what do you want to? Is high good or is low good? For Clyde.
For you rolling, low.
I'll let you. You can roll, and you know.
High is good for me.
Okay, give me d20.
Oh,
no! It just siphons, and he gets more healing. Okay, well, it wasn't that bad. But yeah, okay, Luna.
Let's see if I have read my channel divinity ability correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the way I read this, sorry, I didn't mean to click it twice, is that I can basically move around and everyone I get within 5 feet of gets healing.
Yep.
It is not a
a
spell.
spell.
It's not a spell.
So I have 30 speed. So first I get Key and Flapjack, and then I will run past Dirk. I don't provoke attacks of op, and I can get at least next to Clyde, if not also Georg.
You sure you want to go the other way? That might be.
Nope, it does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, cool. You just see this thing staring at you. Well, staring at you with its eyeless eyes.
Is there room to get right here or right
sure.
here?
Sure.
I am a small creature.
It's fine. I am gleefully like kicking the crap out of you. So yeah, as a party, so it's all good.
I will end my turn there, and everyone gets 2d6. Oh,
Plus wisdom.
plus my wisdom, which is 5. So you guys all get 9 hit points.
Does your healer kick in on that, or is it only spells?
It's only spells. Now, do I tempt fate and also try to healing word Clyde? Is the question.
Well, I know my answer is, but
Stop making him go further away from me.
Then no, I'll end my turn.
That would put it right next to Clyde.
It would, although if I'm also right next to Clyde, I haven't got to use this, but I have like wings that I can sprout out a couple times a day and protect people.
That's important, yeah. Metallic dragon, baby.
Total healing.
You know what? I'm going to reckless, even though I already have advantage. Trying to entice him to attack me.
It's the you need to die.
Oh, wait a minute. When he attacked Dirk, you had resistance to that damage.
The necrotic. Didn't take as much necrotic. Wait,
Don't worry about recklessing. He's still glowing.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying I hit him. I marked him. If he attacks anyone other than me, the creature he attacked has resistance to the damage.
Okay. Oh yeah, you get more 5 health. Okay, cool.
5 more back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Ah, okay. See.
So.
Ooh.
Oh snap!
Oh damn.
23, and I get my inspiration back.
How do you finish this? How do you finish it off?
Jack smash, just smash him right into the wall.
Okay, as you plaster, Flapjack smash. I like that. All right, as you see the world from the point of view of a young man named Vargas. He is talking with high-ranking members of the church, including his twin brother, the Vicar. His heart swells when Henry tells him how proud he is of Vargas for volunteering. Henry brings Vargas to a secret place, a special place. Many nobles come to shake Vargas's hand, including Lord Renwald. Right before the vision blacks out, Vargas wakes up tied to a metallic chair, needles in his arms, painfully injected crimson fluids into his body. And who is screaming like that? It can't be him, can it? Oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Everything fades to nothingness. All that remains is a strong sense of duty and unquenchable hunger. Everything fades again. The man commits murders, a lot of murders. With each kill leaves an intense feeling of satisfaction. But suddenly, there is a call from beyond, a distraction from his assigned duty. The Eldritch is calling him, and Vargas' blood sings in response. The sweet fluids that drip from its body, nothing else matters now. He is home. And Vargas' body, well, there's nothing more than the remnants of a critical Flapjack smash. So, and you feel like this, there's still that Eldritch horror that's, you feel like even though it's dead, it's like, it's not really moving, but its carcass is extruding like this influence. And it comes, what do you want to do? Do you want to burn it down? Burn down the brewery? do you want to side, do you want to just go back and report to your lord, the employer? You want to go to the church? What do y'all want to do?
So, in this vision, our employer was there.
Yes.
We haven't seen any evidence of anything.
You can notice that the fluid that's coming from the creature, I guess you'd probably say the same fluid that comes from the creature looks similar to the holy. You feel like the holy tonic is probably coming from this creature, like the other ingredients.
It gets mixed with something else and becomes.
Yeah. So it's like Eldritch horror blood plus chemicals equals holy tonic.
Is the church perhaps using this to keep people in a worried state without actually killing them?
You get to actually, Luna. This actually, I will say, you kind of do the Eureka. You just feel like, you're essentially imbibing the essence of that eldritch creature. So, if it is a madness, the tonic is also kind of the disease itself. Like people taking it, it's still a potent potion, but it's probably the reason why the madness hasn't. The madness is still around. It's still spreading. That's how it's getting spread. Is through the holy tonic.
How did this guy end up here? If they're brewing the. George is as confused as I am. How is it? So if it is the church that's brewing the tonic, and so they know this creature is here.
Mm-hmm.
Were there members of the church present when the guy got knocked unconscious with all like the stabs and stuff?
Yeah, from the vision, he doesn't see it, but like the only people that kind of talk to him, is like the nobility and the high-ranking church members are kind of around.
Are they both in on it? I'm very confused.
I mean that they both could be in on it. It's also kind of a thing of, it's also a, but like most infections, though, as a healer, I mean, you could just burn it. but just burn everything down. But you kind of still, if you want to try to find a cure, weirdly enough, you kind of need the thing alive. But someone would have to, like, essentially take the carcass and extract an antidote. How it's done, you know.
Luna, you think you might be able to get an antidote out of there?
Maybe.
You know, these are good questions. These are something I could kind of decide. Maybe if we some other time if we come back to this module. Yeah, essentially, it would take lots of time to try to do. So essentially, you would need. Essentially, you would need like the results of a laboratory. Like you can't just whip it up. Like you would have to. There would have to be somebody here. Like there has to be a group of people at least here to extract more from the body to get something. To get somewhat of an antidote. So the only thing would be you could burn everything down and you would end the curse as it is, but the people would still be that are dealing with it would continue just suffering from it. So there's that. Side, you feel like you side with the church. Ideally, hopefully they can work on a. Hypothetically, if the church gets the husk, they could probably do something more for the people, hopefully. But at least with your employer, you'll get paid. It might do something nice for the people. Who knows? But you also heard a lot of stuff about free real estate. So you don't think that's not necessarily a great thing after effect for the people either. But, again, the adventure is a conclusion. So we can if we get more bonus content from the thing, we can kind of keep going from this or just do something different. It is all up to y'all. But, I guess we go beyond that. Just impressions so far of the character origin and some of the new rules. What do you, just a general overall, what are you thinking? For the 1D&D stuff.
Well, for the 1D&D stuff, I do like the crit giving inspiration because it causes us to use the inspiration more, and that affects the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, I really like the change to the inspiration rules because it makes it more important for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do wonder, like, I do the same thing where I hand out inspiration at the start. Like, is that going to take away from the human's ability to have inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
If we keep doing that.
I thought about that, and my big piece of feedback is going to be that inspiration needs to stack, or the human's ability that gives them inspiration needs to be called something else, so that the actual inspiration mechanic doesn't take away from that. Because otherwise, if you're a human and you don't use your inspiration in like the first handful of rolls and someone gets a crit, I feel like it takes away from the human ability that inspiration pops out so many other places.
Mm-hmm.
But for a long-term adventure, right, your inspiration goes away in a long rest now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the human gets it right back. So,
yeah.
Maybe it's
I think it's
one-shot thing.
I think it's fine. Yeah, it's just an issue with one-shot things. And only specifically issues with one-shots where the DM awards inspiration from the start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really digging the origin being the stats as well as the feat, because I think that really builds more on the backstory on why they're an adventurer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm loving that aspect. I don't know about the tremor sense. Like that feels like, and it
The
just
60 feet seems a bit much.
Some of the racial changes or legacy changes, whatever they're going to be called, don't seem tested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I guess
60 feet is a bit much. I would go maybe like 20 feet at tops.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as good as blind sight, so like maybe like twice as far as the fighting style, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the fighting style. I forgot about that.
So we have a fighting style that gives 10 feet of blind sight, but tremor sense isn't quite as good. It's almost in some ways it's better, in some ways it's worse. Like you can't see flying creatures, but you can see beyond a wall.
Oh yeah. I in other adventures, I think it's tremor sense is really good.
But you can't see, right? It's still just you can tell that they're there.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically equivalent to hearing, because you're, rather than hearing through the air, sound vibrations through the air, you're hearing them through the ground.
Yeah, so you know where they're at, which in 5th edition, because of the way that stealth rules are, you know anyway unless they stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Depending on your DM.
Yep.
You know, I'm not still entirely sold on the, the nerfing of the crit dice.
Oh
But
yeah, no.
With how well the inspiration mechanic worked, I could see what they were intending to do. How they were wanting to have less damage focused on one or two players. And then instead, with the inspiration being spread around, it's more like you have more general success party-wide.
Sure.
Yeah, I think their intentions with the crits were, spells are already really strong. People rarely use spell attacks, other than maybe like cantrips and spiritual weapon.
And Crown of Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's for higher level play. In general, I'm thinking, they're already very powerful compared to melee, and less used. Like most of the time, spells just don't crit.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as monsters, it was primarily for low level play that they didn't want monsters critting.
How is it backwards compatible?
That's another issue for me as well.
Higher issue with respect to players versus monsters and NPCs.
Oh sure.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't agree with the crit rules. I don't agree. I kind of somewhat agree with the intent, but the way they did it doesn't work.
Yeah, because it's like, well, I'm playing the old school paladin. I'm still gonna crit and smite,
So
or
the
rogue.
description that Crawford said during the little video said basically monsters get to do cool things when they want to. They don't have to wait for the randomness of a crit.
Yeah.
That's what the recharge ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the recharge mechanic was intended to be the monster's version of the crit, in a way, it's good for both the DM and the players, because the DM can choose when they want to do it, and if they expect that recharge mechanic's going to TPK the party, they don't have to do that.
They can determine when to put their foot on and off the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like that also. I mean, and don't get me wrong, as a DM, it's kind of fun to crit, but sometimes it's also you don't want to crit. You don't want that randomness of the, max dice to change the course of what is a good story.
You have no control. For a level 1 character, a bugbear critting them could be they're on their way to the grave. It could be an insta kill.
Yeah, I've done that
I
before.
got crit in game 1 of my a TOA game I was playing.
Yeah, I killed a player too on the what's the first module? The Horde of the Dragon Queen. Did the big.
If you think about a new player's experience playing the game for the first time and they get insta killed game 1, that's not fun.
That was exactly how my 5e career started. I went into an epic, got crit before I even got a chance to actually do anything, and my character died before I even got to do anything.
Oh, that sucks.
And you're probably dead for the entire 4 hours.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I can definitely see why they got rid of it on the DM side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like just able to do more damage and recharge. Like that sounds like a good compromise for demons. Like I don't crit anymore. Okay, whatever.
But I still think it should be every attack and all attack damage.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Or they're just gonna word it as smite and sneak attack and other stuff being weapon damage.
Or start taking away chunks of hit points from monsters.
They just want to get rid of the Eldritch Smite on top of a Divine Smite with a booming blade.
Right. Or the ridiculous Vorpal Smite sneak attack for a creature with legendary actions, and you're doing 160 points of damage.
No, I haven't
I
had
feel
that.
characters that can do that kind of damage without a crit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm
It
tired.
is that.
All right.
That's actually a really I like that adventure.
Yeah, it's great. I did like the horrific the angel monster at the end. Just like, oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, that was a really interesting mechanic. That where they teleport on a heal. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was just like, oh, that's so awesome. Just like heal. Okay, cool. Smack.
Yeah, I was a little worried when you used layered actions in tier 1, but it turned out pretty well.
Yeah. It was just like it worked. I was thinking like, oh man, I don't know how this is gonna get. This one at first, I'm like, oh, this will probably be a breeze. I'm like, oh no, I kept on fighting. Cool. All the videos, but all right, I'm pausing to end the video. Good night, all, and yeah, that was a good time.